Hello and welcome, guys. Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys all doing today? Welcome to this match. And today we're gonna go ahead and witness a match of xFate versus Raven Gaming. Carnage and will be joining me today as usual for casting. And Carnage, how are you doing today?
Hello and assalamu alaikum to everyone who's watching, and thank you once again for supporting PSNL and Duke. I think this is one of the, if not the best match so far of the tournament. I definitely know both these teams, and I think that this is going to be one hell of a match. What's your take on this?
So obviously this is the winners semifinals going into this match. Both teams are looking pretty strong. They have dominated their respective pools and groups, and they have won their brackets quite swiftly. So we're gonna expect something amazing right now. As we say that we're gonna see three of Raven. Raven is trying to rush into blue top. As we say, three of those guys are in there. Raven is trying to go ahead and backstab onto bomb site A right now. They're holding CT spawn, although they are on the B side.
Exactly, and Raven, one of the more offensive teams in the tournament so far, and a few players we'd like to highlight are 3MR and Teku. They've been on the offense, and they've been on the hunt for the enemy team whenever they've got their SMGs out. So let's see what Raven manages to pull off. As soon as he said that, they are in a one-round lead. But Raven, from what I observed in the past, they tend to play towards B back alley a lot. Isn't that what you've seen too, Duke?
So I mean, obviously, they're all using the four of them are using cordite. So cordite being one of the more versatile weapons. It's like short range, it's long range. It has really high stability as well as good strafing speed. So it's kind of a close range weapon, but it also works on long range. But like it does not work on long ranges where you have kind of a tunnel vision. So you have to keep that in mind. And with that in mind, obviously, back alley is the go-to push. You cannot go from the middle with that gun. So Raven right now trying to use their guns accordingly to their pushes. So right now we're going to see them trying to hold back alley. They're like not sure if they want to push through because they did like go ahead and really be aggressive just to see how their opponents react, and opponents have reacted well enough that they're not giving away picks right now. And
And
Sahil
Sahil
actually manages to take on down.
pick off one of Raven guys. So another thing that we'd like to point out is that Sahil, he's been on point with the sniper pick so far. And although Raven, they've tried to be defensive this round, but I don't think that it has essentially worked out for them so far. But as soon as I've said that, Raven move into blue top and they've got control of blue side. But there's just 25 seconds to plant, so let's see what they do. They run into Sway and take him down immediately. So it's a 4v1 situation right now, and Raven, Duke, the way they held on to this round, very cool and in a very calm way, and then mounted the offense. This is some seriously impressive play coming out from Raven.
So Raven is actually playing some mind games right now in accordance with XF. Hades being the solo guy trying to go ahead and clutch 1v4 situations, but obviously it's not going to happen as Teku decides to take him down and go aggressive onto him. Right now, in like they're at a deficit of 2 points. I mean, it's early match, so we can't really say much, but at the same time, Raven is trying to assert dominance really early on in the match, trying to focus and trying to show that we are here to win, we're not here to play our games. So with
Exactly.
that being said, they're doing exactly what PESX did yesterday. They're not going for any fun times. They're just going for the win. They're going for the plant. They're just absolutely decimating XF as of right now.
Exactly. And Arham gets a hit marker. I believe it was from Sahil Sniper, but he does not get taken down. So luck working in on the side of Sahil. But as soon as he said that, Sahil takes down a Raven member. Sahil, he's been on point with these snipes right now. He's trying to make the difference so far as XF is concerned. But Sway and Dissolve, they were the main hard carries as far as XF were concerned, Duke. But right now they're sitting on 0 frags each. So a bit of underperformance coming in from the side of the main XF members, Duke.
So yeah, right now Sahil does get a really amazing nade. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was one of the most higher IQ nades I've seen in the tournament so far. With that being said, Amar right now trying to hold A bomb site, and Sahil is trying to challenge him, but Amar realizes it's a sniper, so he does not take the battle and instead decides to back off right now. Arham, being the sniper, tries to
So
go ahead and swap positions with Amar. That was
he hits
something
the wall
interesting I
bang.
saw.
Yeah, he hits the wall bang on dissolve through the wall, and it's a 2v2 situation now. So Sway and Sahil versus Arham and 3MR. Let's see how that works out. And Sway takes down Arham and moves into A bomb site and takes down 3MR too. So as soon as I've said that Sway is underperforming, he manages to pull something out of the hat. So once again, Duke, my jinxes are on point, I believe. And I think I've kind of stirred XF to life as far as the search and destroy round is concerned.
I mean, you're the chief jinxer, so in this tournament right now, we've both been that role, and obviously the thing is, these teams are actually playing amazing. I mean, we say we're jinxing them, but at the same time, we're hardly influencing anything. So the thing
Exactly.
is, at the same time, what we're seeing is these both teams trying to play really smart right now because XF realizes the strengths of their opponents, and they're not going to let the team opponent to them, Raven. They're not going to let Raven capitalize on those strengths right now. Sahil is going to go ahead and hold up on blue top, and he's going to go ahead and try to peek onto the gas station, but he realizes there's no one there, and he's going to go ahead and rotate around back in towards the bomb site A and B. Look at that fork
So
angle he has right there.
A gets smoked while we were in the middle of our cast. And Sway, he got hit by Arham's shot. But again, the hit marker managed I mean, he didn't actually go down, but it's actually a trade of one member for one as far as XF and RVN are concerned. It's a 4v4 situation, but the bomb has been planted, and now 35 seconds are there for XF to make their move.
So obviously, you just said that, but at the same time, I'd like to keep this for the post game analysis because something I noticed was Raven. Raven just smokes and actually just decides to, as soon as the smoke pops, they just act like they make it work like clockwork, and they're just absolutely on point. They don't waste a single second after the smoke pops, and that
Exactly.
actually pays off. And they do take the round back from XF, even though XF was in the lead at the start, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but one thing which has impressed me really a lot from Raven is the fact that they're very cool and calm as far as the decision making is concerned. But when they decide to mount an offense, it's like all five of them, they exactly act like a muscle, like a part of the body, and they know what to do. Like in that case, when they smoked A and all of them rushed A immediately and managed to plant the bomb, inflicting a lot of pressure on XF. So, I mean, it's not a big lead so far, but if we go into the technicalities, then Raven, they're in the lead on the offensive side as the T's, the terrorists. So, a very interesting and very impressive strategy coming along from the side of Raven so far, Duke.
So right now there's just a standoff. I mean, obviously the map is standoff, but at the same time we've seen kind of a Mexican standoff going on. Both of these teams not getting any kills, and I say that we see a trade coming in from both of these teams. Arham, on the other hand, decides to capitalize, and Teku goes on for a double kill. Right now, gets taken down by Sin. Sin does not want his teammate. He does trade for it, but right now we're seeing a 2v3 situation coming from the side of XF being at the deficit right now. Dissolve is on top of Shah. Sheikh, I'm not sure if it's Sheikh or Shah. And Arham decides to take him down, and Sin, being the solo survivor right now, tries to go ahead and rotate around from backside in towards the blue top right
So
now. He
they're
does
going to
miss.
run into each other, but
Oh,
Avatar is going to win that fight with the Cordite really easily. So a 4-1 lead coming in from the side of RVN. And this lead, can they hold on to it as far as the game progresses? Let's see. So far, I'm sold with the way they're playing.
so look at this again. They're going to go ahead and pop two more smokes again, but this time actually three more smokes in the middle of the map, and this time there's not going to be much going on right now. There's no pushes going through the smokes. Those are probably fake smokes, but at the same time, Sahil takes down Teku after Teku does take down the Resolve. Right now, we're going to see Sahil gets taken down by Amr, and Hades taking down Avatar, and we're going to see a 2v3 situation again. Hades, and what? It is, and
Was
Sway does take down like both of those, and now it's up to Sway to go ahead and clutch this round for his team. Amar, being the bomb carrier right now, has the pressure on him to plant with 1 minute remaining. I mean, it's not going to be much pressure, but at the same time, the more he waits, the more the pressure is going to build up onto him, and it might just make him explode. Amar decides to go ahead and nade on towards the middle side. He does take down that red car. Look at that amazing, perfect nade coming in right now. He does predict, but does not work out as expected. Amar going to go ahead and rotate entirely behind the entire map. It's just they're just both going away from each other, as I
Yeah,
could see right now.
I
They're
mean
just
their rotation is so much on point that they both of them actually just swapped positions right now, and they're unaware of where they are. But the bomb carrier is Amar, and so he has 30 seconds to act. And with the way he's positioned, I think he's going to be inclined to plant towards B.
Sway, on the other hand, is really close to B right now. Sway decides to go ahead and go away from B and going to go. He might actually just get him. Amar goes
I think
decides to go back in, and
Yeah,
Sway
I think
is
Amar is going for the
look
B
at it,
plant
look at
right
it,
now.
look at it, Sway.
Sway, wow, and
Sway with that
that
QQ9 at the long range going in, though that recoil control was just on point, that aim was on point, and that weight, the amount of movement he gave, that was just on point. I mean, it's probably bad luck on the side of Amar. He decides to plant just as Sway
yeah,
comes behind from him.
exactly. And I think what he could have done better in that regard was that he could have planted or taken an offensive position at each of the plants 15 or 20 seconds earlier, because that would have given him a bit of time to play with. But as soon as we said that, RVN have rushed into A side and they've planted the bomb in A and are at a man deficit right now. So let's see how this works out for XF. And Sway takes down another guy with a
Wait,
grenade.
but
That
he
nade
does
was
get
on point.
traded off from Avatar. But at the same time, right now, Avatar gets taken down. The bomb is alone and in the hands of XF. Raven has to do something, has to make something happen. Otherwise, this bomb is going to get diffused. Right now, Shah is trying his best to kill. He does actually take down the guy, and now it's going to be up to Sahil to defuse the bomb, and he does.
Exactly. So finally, a favorable round coming in from the side of XF, and they managed to pull 2 rounds back, and we're still 2 rounds away from the side change. So XF, if they manage to win both these rounds, they're going to be in a 1 round lead when the sides rotate. So I personally believe XF is a pretty good team as far as the offensive side is concerned, because their rushing also is on point. So let's see how they manage to work this out. And as soon as I've said that, Sway rushes into Granny and takes down 3MR. And it's a 4v5 situation again for RVN.
So something I've seen Sway do a lot is this is obviously for the post game analysis more than right now, but at the same time, Sway does
Sway takes.
decide to go ahead and like as soon as he takes someone down, he rotates instantly. He just decides that his position has been revealed because obviously once you get killed, you give a call out to your teammate that I got killed here by this guy. And at the same time, Sway just capitalizes on that and he just really rotates back around and just tries to get their teammate off guard again. Look at Sway. He just killed a guy in factory and now he's in blue top. What is he doing?
Exactly.
This man is
I mean,
crazy.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and call this. So XF, they were kind of holding back on the defensive side. So as soon as if they've won a couple of rounds, and we can clearly see the confidence coming back to them. So Sway made the aggressive rotation towards towards Arham's location, and also took him down, took another guy down in the factory. So they're basically freeing themselves up from wherever they were stuck already in. And impressive gameplay coming in from the side of XF.
Right now we're seeing XF playing intensively. Like this is amazing. My man's playing like Usain Bolt right now. Sway being in the back right now. As this round, he's not has much moves right now. I think he's disconnected. Maybe not sure
Yeah, he's
about it.
probably
But at the
disconnected.
same time, we're gonna see Dissolve and Sin being the forerunners. They're going to go ahead and try to fill in the role that Sway was doing. But obviously, they cannot replace a teammate right now. Raven needs to realize one of the opponents is disconnected, and they can capitalize on that. And this just take this
They've
round
got
away.
control of A bomb side, but Hades takes down Shaq. And it's a 4v5 situation again. Another one of those rounds where a Raven member was taken down prior to the bomb plant. And a 5v4 situation again in the favor of XF. Let's see how they manage to pull this off now.
So Sway just connected back, and he's what? He just connected and he's already taking Deku down.
No, he was
does
trying
manage
to,
to
but
take him down, but obviously he gets taken away by Deku. Right now, Dissolve on that 1 HP, runs away and he
gets
gets
rushed
that.
in. So
Right now, we're
Hades.
seeing Hades.
Yeah, so
Hades
Hades is basically.
is taking down Amar right now. The bomb is being planted by Avatar at the same time. Arham trying to take those shots on towards Hades. Hades gets taken down really low. Avatar is the one guarding the bomb right now. Hades has to make a different play and realizes that there's two guys hoping to
Okay,
catch him
so they're
off guard, I
both
guess.
holding the exact same position right now, and that's actually a pretty hard position to come back from if you're the one to defuse. So Hades, he managed to take down one of them, but it's just 19 seconds to go, and he's on half health. So he needs to do something in these 5 seconds, otherwise the round is going to go to Raven. Oh my God,
Hades,
Hades!
what?
Wow. Wow, that clutch coming in from Hades was amazing. And as I was mentioning, Duke, you will be probably noticing this too, but XF, they've got the confidence back. And I think they're going to be making some slick plays because it's their turn to attack now.
So obviously XF has performed like legit. They had gone against expectations of everyone in the chat as well as the casters. Obviously, we've both expected Raven to win the first side, but at the same time, XF just literally turns the tables on them and decides to take that. Sin right now, as we speak, he's already planting the bomb, and Sway is the one trying to hold both of these guys. He
Yeah,
does
he
take a
managed to
double kill
take
down.
down both of them down. And wow, see, the momentum is completely back with XF. And as soon as I've said that, every member from RVN except 3MR is left to die. And now he's going to be the only one left to clutch, just like Hades did. So let's see if he manages to pull it off.
So obviously right now we're seeing Hades going to go ahead and obviously Sway just takes down Amar right now, and Sway is maintaining that position that he showed like in the past few rounds. He did make everyone realize that he's the top fragger, he's the main guy who carries everyone on XF, but at the same time right now Hades really close with him neck to neck, and Hades right now is at 10-1 behind Sway right now. Sway being the major aggressor right now does take down a few shots on Teku, but obviously this is QQ9 does not really work well on long ranges. So at the same time, these guys realize that A side has been controlled by Raven right now, so they go ahead and rotate around. There's a smoke coming in, and Sway with that smoke pops in and just goes ahead and shoots Amar right now. Amar is using the Reaper skin. I just noticed.
What really?
Yeah, Amar is using the Reaper skin, the Reaper puzzle.
Oh
so,
yeah,
I mean,
he's using the Reaper puzzle box. So I think this round is over already. No?
I mean, obviously we will go ahead and give him a warning as of right now. But obviously, if he does not change within the next round, he is going to go ahead and make this round given away towards XF just will take this away. So obviously, this is going to be really, I guess, bad. But at the same time, XF is already winning, so it's not going to be much of a surprise if this does happen. I mean, obviously, at the same time, if XF already has this in the bag, if Amir does not change his skin, obviously he needs to do that as soon as possible. So with that being said, right now we're gonna see XF trying to go ahead and do what Raven did in the first round. XF trying to hold their spawn.
Yeah, so quick trades coming in on the side of XF, and immediately turns to a 3v3 situation right now, and to a 2v2 as soon as I said that. So it's Dissolve left to clutch the round, and he's going to run into Amar, but Amar is going to take him down, and it's a 6-for-6 right now. And Duke, as we mentioned at the start of the game, this is going to be one hell of an interesting game because both these teams, pardon me, are really well equipped and very well matched up together.
So obviously we're gonna go ahead and see some more smokes being deployed at the tank right now. Teku being taken down very low on his HP. Shah as well is trying to go ahead and run away. Sheikh or Shah, I'm not really sure. Obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and call him Sheikh for the rest of the match. At the same time, right now we're gonna see Raven going to retreat back in towards their spawn right now. It's going to be a 5v5 situation. It's a complete standoff coming in right now. Sin trying to go ahead and plant the bomb. maybe trying to put some pressure on towards Raven right now, does get taken down. Sway gets taken down at the same
So
time.
Sahel takes the pick on Amar as well. So RVN are in a 3v4, turned that into a 2v4. And I think this round is going on the side of XF right now. I mean, this is pretty much like a boxing match, Duke. The rounds are being traded like punches, right and left. And you can't really say for certain who's in the advantage right now. But for now, definitely with the momentum favoring them, XF, they seem like they're definitely in control as far as the mental aspect of the game is concerned.
So yes, obviously mental aspect concerned, but I mean at the same time it's 7-6, so there's not going to be much of a mental edge or point edge at the same time. Obviously, these both teams realize that they're playing with their nemesis right now. These teams are both equally capable of winning this match, and anything. I mean, कुछ भी दिखाया जा सकता है, sir. Anything can happen right now. We can see. So what can come out of this match right now? We're going to see Sway again leading the kills right now, at Sahil being the guy who's sniping on towards the guy. Sahil does take down Arham, as I say that after Arham takes down Sway. Right now we're going to see Avatar gets traded as well, and Sahil goes ahead and realizes that he has to rotate back around on towards 2v3 situation, which is interesting. I'm seeing Sahil on this side of the map, and his teammate Hades getting the bomb on the other side, like the
Yeah, it
exact
seems
opposite
like
side.
yeah, it seems like they weren't on the same page because three members from XF were pushing into the cafeteria while two of them were holding A side. So, oh wow, and Sahil
Wow.
pulls off that amazing quick scope to make it a 2v1 situation right now. And Sahil's going to run into Sheikh and it's going to be a
Sahil,
1v1
that was
situation.
just stupid. That was just
Yeah.
stupid. Why did you
Yeah,
rush into him?
and Shaq manages to clutch the round, making it a 7-for-7 for his team. And I'm sold, Duke. This is definitely the best match of the tournament so far. What would you
So,
say?
Carnage, I'm just gonna say this. XF brought that match back.
Exactly.
I mean, Raven had the entire control of A bomb site, and then XF just gave it away. XF actually took two. It was a 2v3 fight. XF was at a deficit. They took down two guys without having any trades coming out from their side. At the same time, it was a 1v2 situation. Raven at the deficit, and these guys decide to go one by one. That's just
Exactly. Exactly. And what's disappointing and funny at the same time is that one move these two teams are making seems extremely professional, but at the same time, they just pull off something really unexpected, really unpredictable, which actually doesn't work well in their favor. And as soon as we've said that, XF are going to take down the majority of RVN members right now, and they're going to be in the lead as far as the member count is concerned, which is going to translate into a round win. Sway, I personally saw the kill feed, and he got 4 kills in that round with the opener coming in also from the side of Sway. So he's been clutch as far as the tournament is concerned, and let's see
so
if he manages to close this round out for his team.
true, true. So here's the thing, Akarnik, you have to realize Raven was actually winning those. Initially, they were winning the attack side, most of the attack side pushes, I guess you would say. At the same time, right now, Raven just decides to go all the way back. What's going
Yeah,
on?
they went for the back rotation into the XF A push, and I think they ran into each other, and Sway takes down 2 of them, but he dies, and it's a 1v1 situation again. But Hades is going to clutch it, and it's game point for XF right now. Well deserved, given they were at a disadvantage in the earlier parts of the game, but they managed to come back and pull themselves to game point right now. Duke, are you
So,
impressed so far with the XF
so here's the
performance?
thing. The management had already decided that Amar was going to go ahead and be disqualified because of that skin that he used, but I don't think that's going to be necessary with XF, especially winning this round already. I mean, obviously that's going to be. It's like it's a win-win situation for XF regardless. But at the same time, they should win this one out because it's the game point for them, and they're at the lead of 2, and they do not. I mean, they would not. I would not want to switch sides again.
Exactly. And although RVN actually did something which was disqualification worthy, but because it's already in the favor of XF, and they're probably given the score, obviously I don't want to jinx it, but given the score, they're probably going to try and close this out. So it's just
Sahil
going to
with
be a
that
boring.
amazing snipe coming in on towards Amr, and he takes him down right now. It's going to be a 3v3 situation coming. Uh, Avatar does decide to go ahead and trade it off from
And
Hades.
Resolve
And
trades Avatar back. So one thing, Duke, I'd like to point out before the post-game analysis is the fact that XF, they make those one-for-one trades really, really quick, and that is what matters in the end, the numbers game. And XF, they always manage to keep that in their favor. But as soon as I've said that, obviously it's a 1v2 situation right now, and both our Raven members are stacked up together. But Sahil manages to grab the bomb. So what do you think this is
Sahil
going to
does
work
manage
out,
to
Duke?
grab the bomb. I don't know where he's going though. Where is he going with that bomb though? So I mean, it's 20 seconds left. He has to plant. You have to go ahead and plant onto A. Sahil, be quick about it. And yeah, he's just gonna lose this round just because he's not being quick about it. I called it
Yeah,
out, and it
exactly.
did work out as I said.
So I think that XF could have played that round better and just closed this round much quicker than it was supposed to go. But they managed to give that round to Raven, and honestly, I think Raven can also equally win this match because it's just a difference of 2 rounds right now, and just one mistake from XF could
Oh,
manage to close this. But Sahil
Sahil.
manages to snipe Shaq, and he manages to take. Wow, and Sway gets taken down. Duke, I think is this the point where XF actually take this to match point for Raven too, because Sway is down, and honestly, I think Sway is the one with the most cool and calm nerves as far as XF is
So
concerned.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Sahil has the bomb, and that's a really bad thing. The XF is kind of stuck right now because Sahil has to move out of that spot, but he cannot move out of the spot specifically as he's sniper. So XF is going to probably lose this round just because Sahil, the sniper, has carried the bomb, and so I don't think XF is going anywhere with this round coming in.
Exactly, and as you were mentioning, the bomb being on the sniper right now is a bad thing. And see, it translates to a 4v1 situation right now. And Sahil plants the bomb alone, but he's holding a sniper, and there's 4 members of Raven going to run into him. So what's the most he can do? I mean, except for
Obviously, it's
obviously
gonna
giving.
go to the last round. Both of these teams at the
Wow.
game point right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
obviously,
is definitely an
XF
intense game.
XF just made that mistake of giving the bomb to the sniper, and obviously that was, I mean,
Yeah,
in my opinion, that was the main point that lost the game. We'll
yeah.
discuss
So
about it more in the post game analysis, but at the same time, Carnage, go ahead.
yeah, so what I was going to say was that as you were mentioning, 2 mistakes in a row, and at this level, that's not affordable, and it translates to a double match point for both teams. So let's see whether which team manages to close this game out. For now, I think both of them are going to try and hold on to their nerves and not make any offensive pushes as far as the bomb sites are concerned. But previously, Duke, when RVN were pushing, they definitely seemed like the better team when it comes to delayed pushing. Would you agree with that?
I mean, obviously, RBN has been like they are still trying to maintain the composure by maintaining 5 members alive, and that's something we've seen has been deadly coming in from the
And
side of
Sahil gets taken
RBM.
down by Arham,
Yeah,
and
that's just
Sin
sad.
gets taken
XF
down.
Sin
Yeah,
also gets taken down. Hades also
exactly.
gets taken down, and
So
I'm pretty
wonderful
sure it's gonna
play
be a dead.
coming in. Yeah, this is pretty much over. Wonderful gameplay coming in from the side of Raven Gaming. They
Unless
really held
Sway
on to.
can. Never mind.
No, that was just too much to ask for. I mean, so
True.
kudos to Raven Gaming for managing to pull out a win from Search and Destroy at a 3 round deficit. They really, really played well. And we've seen them
So,
come back from round deficits earlier in the
so
tournament when they were against PES O. They were at a 4 round deficit when they managed to win. And now this. So, Raven, they've got this composure, they've got this cool aura surrounding them. And Duke, they've impressed me so far.
So obviously, Karnik, we can go ahead and talk more about this match. But specifically, we have to mention that these guys were actually using a banned skin, which was Reaper. Obviously, the bug being with that skin is that it does not make sound when you slide, and that something is, I mean, obviously, it's really advantageous when it comes to both teams. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and see something from the management side, a proper official statement that's gonna come out. But at the same time, we have to continue this match and we have to continue the post-game analysis as we speak.
Obviously,
So,
yes.
Carnage, let's talk about the fact that Sway, being the solo guy, he always used to rush in, take one guy down, and he used to go ahead and come back out on top. Like he was not holding or not challenging the second person after he took down the first one.
Yeah. So, Sway, I mean, one thing I've noticed on a very general level in this game so far is Sway was the person who was responsible for the comeback as far as XF were concerned. But in the rounds towards the end, he became very complacent, and his death at the start of the rounds meant that XF actually lost the rounds where he died earlier. So Sway, he needs to be a bit more cool and calm, and he needs to lead his team towards the victory in this case.
All right, guys, welcome back to the second round. It's going to be elimination firing range. We're going to have a rematch if the score goes after hardpoint and domination to 1-1. Both teams taking one of those rounds. We're going to go ahead and play the third round SND off stream, obviously, because we do not have the schedule to fit the third match in. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this next match. Carnage, what do you think going into the third match? Obviously, we did not see. Obviously, the first round was. I mean, it was not counted because we did message Amar and message after he received the message, he instantly switched away from that skin. So we do think it's an honest mistake, and we're gonna go ahead and let that play out. But at the same time, we're gonna go ahead for the second and third match, right?
Exactly. So I think regardless of the result, because it was very very close. I mean, the score was 10-9. I personally think that none of these teams are going to be shaken from that result. And I personally think that both these teams are going to try their best as if this is a completely new game, which is going to be even better for us because both these teams they're playing out of their minds. And aside from a bit of mistakes on the side of both these teams, the gameplay has been on point, Duke.
So obviously, with that being said, this time I'm going to go ahead, and we're all obviously the moderators as well as the stream, the play moderators are going to check on the perks and the skins and everything. So so far everything looks cool, everything looks good. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the casting. Obviously, with that being said, it's a simple. I guess it's a normal start as firing range domination starts off at both 1 points being captured by both teams right now. But we're seeing Sheikh holding really close to Sahil right now. Sahil is behind that. Right now, we're seeing Sheikh trying to take some shots on towards wooden area right now. Sahil is taking down Arham. He does manage to take him down. He's probably going to go ahead and hop on to C.
The
Probably
double
not
cap
aware.
has come in. The double
Yeah.
cap has come in, Duke, while we were talking on the side of Raven. And XF, they're going to be trading C for A right now, but that allows. Was he trying to suicide nade?
Yeah,
I
he
mean
was
that is
trying to suicide nade.
Yeah, but that is allowed. I mean, that's not a problem. But as soon as we said that, the double cap has coming and B has been taken by RVN. And honestly, this early on, I think it poses a threat to XF. I mean, if they're going to take this slowly, then the lead is going to grow very large in a while.
Obviously, yes, you're right. Lead will grow on, and with lead comes pressure. Obviously, team will be playing under immense pressure, especially given that the first match was like obviously they played for nothing because it got cancelled. Obviously, I mean it happened with the mutual agreement of both teams, but at the same time we're gonna go ahead and see what's going to happen with this. Teku and Amar take down two more guys on towards trying to make some strides towards C right now. Sin being the solo guy capping C and holding it off from Avatar right now. Avatar gets taken down by Hades. Hades making some moves on towards top 10 right now. Amar, Sheikh, and Arham trying to go ahead and hold off Sway. Sway being the solo guy trying to go ahead and pressure A right now. At the same time,
Yeah, but B is being capped by a few members, and I think that they are they going to manage it? No, I mean because I don't think they were on the same page right now. One of them was one of the XF members was not really on the point when it was being capped, so that led to a tiny bit of delay as far as the point capture was concerned. So the lead, as we were talking about Duke, it has really swelled, and the lead is now standing at 30 points for Raven, which is pretty considerable. Considerable, sorry, given the way the tournament has played out. Duke. I think Duke is having some connection problems right now, and he probably will not be joining the casters along me and Excalibur later on. So basically, as soon as I've said that, the double cap is still intact right now, and XF they're going to trade in one of the spawn camps spawn sides, and they're going to get hold of both the spawns, and if they manage to take B as well, then the dominate is going to come in, and the lead is going to shrink really quickly. So XF they're holding both the spawn points really well, but they still haven't managed to take down take B yet. The A cap coming in on the side of Raven, but it's stopped from Sway. So it's still a double cap, but the Raven members are trying to capture C and A at the same time. They're going to manage to take C, but A is going to be left alone. So it's going to be around a 30-point lead when this round ends for Raven, which is actually pretty comfortable given how the tournament has played out. But let's see if XF actually managed to play out this round.
Capture the objectives.
So Duke, I think he's trying to connect back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm really sorry, guys, for that disconnect. Obviously, Pakistan, still being Pakistan, is way behind infrastructure, obviously, networking wise, as well as, I mean, you guys understand, esports is not as promoted or helped out in Pakistan right now, but obviously, it's going to change, inshallah. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and move into the match right now. It's being the second round right now. Carnage, what have I missed? What do you think I have missed that's really important?
Okay, so you missed the part where XF actually managed to pull off a double cap and they were holding on to both the Raven spawn points, but they couldn't manage to dominate, which led to the lead decreasing to by at least 10 points. But it's still a 30-point lead for Raven, and it's a pretty comfortable lead. But let's see what XF actually managed to pull off. I mean, it's not a very big lead as far as domination is concerned.
So from what you're telling me, it's fair to assume that XF did manage to go ahead and turn the tables on towards Raven and did actually manage to do a double cap and maintain it, but at the same time, too late, I guess. So the round ended with that, and right now Avatar being Soul Cat trying to smoke and cap B. Teku, on the other hand, uses that smoke and that distraction on towards B and goes on top of the tower, but he just jumps off. That's just interesting, and it's the sad fun part. Right now we see 4 people on towards B. 2 of them gets taken down. Amar right now gets interesting. This is just interesting right now because Raven XF is going to go ahead and try and play that back, but they're unable to, I guess.
Yeah, wow, and the dominate is going to come in from the side of Raven unless XF actually manage to take the A side, and they don't. So they're being dominated by Raven right now. Pretty impressive gameplay coming in from the side of Raven. They're holding on to wood and the trailer side very, very well, Duke. Which is why they've managed to get the dominate in so quickly. And but XF, they're obviously going to get 1 point back because they're not going to let Raven manhandle them like that.
So yeah, obviously they do get the 1 point back, and like they still have 50 more points. Obviously that accounts to almost 50 more points multiplied by 1.5. That's 75 more seconds they have to still. Obviously, if you guys don't know, this is something, I guess it's something mathy. So for stats for nerds, you get 1 point for domination for each flag for every 3 seconds. So keep that in mind. If you have two points, you'll get 2 points every 3 seconds. That's 1.5 seconds for 1 point. So at the same time, right now we're seeing at 160, that's 40 points. Raven actually has 1 more minute to hold this off, and they're actually going for dominate right now again.
Dominate, yeah. And I think this is
over.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over because the lead is unsurmountable at this point. It's a 30-point lead coming in from Raven. And honestly, Duke, with the way they were playing in Search and Destroy and the way they were playing in Domination right now, I'm pretty much told that they are definitely contenders for the PSNL League Season 1 right now because they're playing like a champion team so far and in this game right now.
So right now we've seen teams go undefeated, and Raven being one of them. They have been undefeated throughout the brackets, and right now in semifinals as well, they are undefeated, as well as another team, PSM. It's also been undefeated. Obviously, PSM is going to go ahead against ADMP, which is also undefeated. Right now, we're seeing too many undefeated teams right now in the semifinals. There's going to be 4 people. And right now, the thing is, if Raven does win it, they're going to be into the top 3 because obviously it still counts if there's a loser bracket team coming in and they're going to get wrecked by them, obviously. At the same time, we have to note that right now, we're seeing Raven being one of the top 3 teams right now. If they do win this match, they will officially be one of the top 3 teams. So saying that, obviously,
to them, yes.
Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and hop into the third match. Obviously, this is gonna go to the third match because the first was cancelled. So this is actually going to be the second match per se. With that being said, let's move into the post-game elections and Carnage. Obviously, you're going to have to fill me in, and I'm going to be listening to you more like an audience because I missed much of the first round. So go ahead, Carnage.
Okay, so from what I noticed initially, the double cap did come in from the side of Raven, the standard double cap, which was A and B. But on the later half of the first round, XF actually managed to pull back the double cap in their favor, and they were holding on to both the spawn points. And holding on to both the spawn points actually meant that they could go for the dominate and absolutely destroy the lead which Raven was holding on to, which was standing at 30 points, 40 points, sorry, at that point. But the double cap didn't really last for long. So the lead was there and the pressure was there, I personally think. And more importantly, I think Raven's been the better team so far in the tournament by not a very huge margin, but you could go as far as to say that they've come in clutch in the important moments of the game so far.
So thanks a lot, Carnage, for that insight. Obviously, it's amazing to hear that some other teams as well. Like we've seen some teams dominate the platform of COD Mobile Pakistan, but at the same time, other teams are trying to rise and challenge up to them, which is interesting to see. It's amazing to see. Obviously, all of us want to see some competition. We're here to see some good ass COD Mobile being played right now. And interestingly enough, Raven and XF, they're both delivering on that promise, and they're both playing that amazing, especially the first standoff search and destroy match. That was just out of my mind. It was out of mind cracked. It was amazing to watch some of the best teams going against each other. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and ready up for the next match, and we'll be right back when that starts. Alright, guys, welcome back to the third and the final match, obviously, for the stream, not for this round specifically. Obviously, unless Raven does take this away, they're going to be winning 2-0, obviously, if they do manage to take this away. So at the same time, we have to manage and realize that these guys are playing out of their mind right now. Raven being the dominant force in domination. They actually did dominate XF 2 or 3 times, I guess. And XF was trying their hardest and trying to pull up their slacks and at least try and give some contest right now. Right now, we're going to see some interesting gameplay coming in from both of these teams right now as well. I'm saying right now too much, am I not? There's going to be some memes right now.
I don't think what you said is meme worthy, but interesting stats coming in from the side of Raven. They pushed in on the side of the statue. Do you want to say the statue? Sorry if I'm not wrong. The ring, actually, the outer ring.
Yeah, the ring.
They were trying to hold on to the outer ring, but XF, they were already there and they've got complete control of this. And I think XF are in safe control of the first hide point right now. And Raven, seeing how hardpoint works on this map, I think they should make the rotation already towards the second hardpoint, because I don't think it matters a lot. But as soon as I've said that, they managed to take the hardpoint back. But XF, they're going to be moving in towards the second hardpoint right now. Duke, yeah.
So XF, I mean, obviously you're going to ask who do you think is going to win. So I'm just going to say this: XF does not want to give up so easily. XF is trying their best to equalize this back so that they can play the third match again. Resolve going in, amazing. He's just going to absolutely destroy everyone in that hardpoint, taking down 3 guys. Sin, on the other hand, trying to match up with him, taking down 2 more guys. The double kill coming in right now. Sway in the backside. He's going to go ahead and hold the backstab right now. Avatar being in the center of the box right now. It's called the kill box for a reason. Obviously, it's the garden, but obviously we call it the kill box for a reason.
Exactly.
Right now, we're going to see Avatar trying to go ahead and challenge Sahil right now. Sahil is going to go ahead and pull a nade. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Avatar does get taken down by that nade. If someone pushes out and takes him out right now, they can actually do that right now. With 20 seconds remaining, Avatar tries to go ahead and inside the point. Right now, he does contest for a while before going down to Hades. And we're going to see Raven going and setting up camp in the garage right now. We're going to see them Three of them are trying to go hold inside
yeah,
and
but
then blast all the cars.
3MR, he came out of the hard point for no reason at all and he gave his life. But it's going to be 4 members from Raven versus one. I think it's just one left. And Raven, they've got control of the garage, which is actually one of the easier hard points to defend as far as raid is concerned. But let's see whether XF can actually manage to pull back and fight this hold from Raven.
So Dissolve, as you said, Dissolve does go in. Hades also does go in. Hades does get taken down after contesting for like 1 second maybe. And Dissolve on the other hand is from the behind side. He's gonna go ahead and take Teku down really slowly. And obviously 3MR is gonna go ahead and actually no, not 3MR. Sheikh is gonna go ahead and take the trade off of that one. Right now we're gonna see XF trying to set up camp on the next one. They're going to do
so
what Raven did. They're trading what Raven did. They're getting taught by Raven and they're playing their own tricks on them right now. They're going to go ahead and concede the first round. And Arham on the other hand tries to push in. He's been sniping in the past. Right now he's going to go ahead, switch to Codite and trying to run inside right now. Sin trying to take a fight with Sheikh, gets taken down by Sheikh. Sheikh is going to go ahead and actually Arham goes to go ahead and takes down Dissolve, gets traded by Sway. Sway gets taken down by Avatar. We're just seeing back and forth coming right now. It's like a boxing match right now.
Exactly. But Raven actually managed to take control of the basketball court and they've got all their members inside the hard point right now except 3MR who gets taken down. And Hades and Sin and Sway, they managed to clean up most of the hard point right now. And only one person was left on the side of Raven who actually conceded his life. So the last hard point is going to spawn, which is actually the kill box which you were mentioning. And it's going to be a pretty bloody one, Duke.
So obviously this is going to be one hell of a match. Obviously we're going to see Sin gets taken down by Sheikh. Kill box is obviously 3 seconds remaining before the kill box get activated and everyone has to rush inside. We're going to see blood here, blood there. We're going to see stairs being full of pool. Like it's going to be a pool of blood. Obviously it's not going to be a kill box anymore. Right now we're going to see Sheikh trying to rush in, taking down Sahil. And now Amar goes ahead and wall banks and headshots Hades right now. We're going to see Dissolve coming in as well. And there's a trophy in the middle of the box. I'm not sure what that's for, but there's literally no one trying to shoot that trophy. And it actually does come in handy. I'm not sure why I said it won't come in handy, but it does come in handy with the nade being thrown in from the side of XF right now. XF does take trophy system out right, and they can actually go ahead and Sahil does try to push inside, but with that smoke coming out, it's blinding me, not the players right now. Let's see, XF Sin tries to push in as well. Hades pushes in, Sway pushes in. They take down Avatar, they take down Sheikh, they take down Amar, Teku. They're all out, and right now with 9 seconds remaining, Sheikh, Teku, they're all going to hold ringside. We speak of the devil, and the devil arrives. 3 of them inside the next hardpoint, and Sahil trying to take them out. He's unable to do so. Does take some damage off of them though. Although on the other side, Carnage, as you've mentioned, we're seeing some interesting plays coming from the gameplay of Raven. Avatar, specifically Avatar, he's not the top fragger, but at the same time, he's playing objective as well as fragger. And I say that he's died. Okay, I should stop speaking about players.
Exactly, and Avatar, who was, I've normally seen him use the ARs as far as Search and Destroy was concerned, but he's using the Cordite in the respawn version of the mode, and as soon as I've said that, XF are going to take control of the first hardpoint once again, and they've got control of the ring. But Raven, they're going to move into the second hardpoint and set up shop there. They're definitely playing 3-man OBJ right now, from what it seems to me, which is actually a pretty strong way to address hardpoint in raid. Duke, what would you say?
So obviously, yeah, 3-man objective is interesting because there's going to be 3 angles. Like first off, there is a scissors mechanic, and we're going to talk about this in the post-game analysis, obviously. But basically, if there's 2 people in the hardpoint, you can just crossfire across a gate, and no one gets through. Obviously, even if they take down one guy, the other guy will take you down, unless the guy who's trying to push in takes down one guy, does a 180-degree turn, and puts his aim on point and takes out the other guy. With 3-man objective, it's going to be even harder to break that. So with that being said, right now Raven does take the lead back, but gets taken down, and they're going to move ahead. And with 20 seconds remaining, they're going to concede that hard point. They're going to like, okay, yeah, you can have that, but we're going to go for the entire next one. I'm pretty sure if the thing with the hard point in Garage is there's a lot of open space that you have to cross in order to get inside, unless you go through the gym, which obviously if you do, there's still some cars helping Raven shake right now, and he can
Okay,
just
so
throw him behind.
interestingly, the scores are tied, and honestly, aside from domination, Search and Destroy and Hardpoint has been really close coming in from both these teams. But one thing I've noticed. कर दो 3 2 1 start कर दो.
So obviously the voice cut out for both of us because obviously our streamer had to go away. Obviously some issues coming in right now. The schedule was set to 10 p.m. Which was the last time, and 10 has happened. So he has to go to some other obligations that he has right now. We're gonna see. Obviously the stream is gonna continue. The casting is gonna continue at the same time, and we're not gonna
The
see much
giveaway
changing on the
and
streams.
what
Yeah,
everyone
the giveaway
wants to
will also
hear
continue.
continue. But as soon as we've said that, the game is going to end, unfortunately for XF2, and Raven are going to come up out on top as the winners, and deservedly so. We've been sold with their gameplay, and the way they've played is impressive to say the least. Duke, I think they deserve to go on to the winners finals and face what is going to be either ADMP or PESM from either of the two teams right now.
So let's go ahead and talk about. I mean, obviously the post-game analysis is going to happen, but at the same time, we can't change the screen on the stream because the streamer has to go. So regardless of that, let's just talk about Raven and XF being amazing sports, amazing gameplay. They've played this amazing. The first round was Search and Destroy. Obviously, it was discounted because of the banned skins being used, but at the same time it was 9-9 at one point, and that was just amazing to watch. The last round, sorry, was so exhilarating to watch. I was up on the edge of my seat, and it was just amazing. So congratulations to Raven for winning that round. They actually did win that round, and then they won the next one, being domination. They actually dominated, and then they won this one as well. So it's probably a 3-0 sled coming from Raven, but at the same time, we're not going to count it as 3-0. It's going to be a 2-0 win coming in. So obviously, with that being said, the post-game analysis Carnage wanted to give you guys was about firing in domination. Carnage.
We already talked about that. I mentioned the fact that
Yeah,
the
sorry.
double. Yeah.
Hard point.
Yeah, so about Hardpoint, I think we were in the middle of it when we cut off. So I was going to say that Raven, they were always on the next Hardpoint a bit quicker than XF, and that actually allowed them to get 30 or 25 odd points from each Hardpoint, in addition to XF. And eventually and slowly, it started turning into a very big lead as far as Raven were concerned, and that is why they managed to pull out on top and suffocate their opponents in the form of XF. But then again, XF, a shout out to them for playing this tournament wonderfully well. They're not out of this tournament. Obviously, they're going to be facing someone from the losers bracket. I think it's going to be PESX, if I'm not wrong, Duke.
Obviously,
Is that
yeah. No, I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to face PESX, but at the same time, we're going to have to look at the brackets to determine that. So, with that being said, obviously, you've talked about Hardpoint. You've talked about how Raven conceded the more. Obviously, they decided sometimes, even with 20 seconds remaining to decide, they decided not to contest it. They were like, yeah, let's just go for the next one, because they knew they would have the next one completely in the bag. They would assert dominance and control over it. They would discuss how to stop that the next point. So, with that being said, let's move on towards the giveaway, which is something you've got all guys been waiting for. So, Carnage, how many giveaways are we going to give away today?
I think we're going to go with two battle passes for today, and it's going to be me picking one of them and you picking one of them. I think that's only fair to say. So, do you want to go and do the honors, or should I start?
Obviously, we're gonna go ahead. First off, I mean, ये नहीं ऐसे तो गिव अवे नहीं होता यार. स्ट्रीम पे थोड़ा हाइप तो हो.
Exactly. So,
So
Duke, what do you suggest? What do you suggest in this case?
So right now, if we see some spam coming in on the stream, we're gonna see some amazing. Magenta right now commented, give it to my man Frenzy. Obviously, we're gonna go ahead see who gets it, but let's go ahead and see some spam, guys. Let's just spam the chat. Let's just see some hype.
Yeah, let's see something which is actually fun to read, which is something humorous.
So Carnage, right now we're seeing a lot of spam coming in on the stream. So this is amazing to watch. Obviously, guys, thank you so much for supporting these streams. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in on this tournament. We've seen amazing support. We've seen exceptional commentary. Not commentary. I mean, not taking my own horn, but at the same time, you guys have just proved that you guys are interested in this, and we're really happy to see your support, and we're really happy for that. So right now, Carnage, go ahead and pick up the first guy.
Okay, so I was reading the comments and they were interesting as always. But one thing I'd like to point out since yesterday is the fact that I've seen a comment in chat yet. And that is from Kenny Whitey, who says BHOP. And shout out to BH, who are one of the rising teams in Pakistan as far as competitive BR and MP is concerned. So, Kenny, I'm going to choose you as my Pokemon, and you're going to be getting the battle pass for today. And honestly, if this is you, the same Kenny from E4, then you deserve it with your wonderful gameplay and the way you've been playing as of late in scrims and in the tournament so far. And another shout out to E4 for bringing both all three of their teams in the tournament so far and putting up an amazing show. So Kenny is going to be taking the battle pass from my side for today. And moving on to Duke.
So let's go ahead and watch the second. I'm looking for the second guy. As you were speaking, I was checking who should be the second one. And right now, most of these guys want. Obviously, no one wants to give it to anyone else, but at the same time, XF dissolved, right? Said as Frenzy, you should get it. Obviously, XF, the entire XF team is right chanting Frenzy's name. So, I'm gonna have to go with that because XF did play this amazing. They deserve to be heard. Obviously, XF, amazing gameplay, amazing guys. You guys are going to be still playing. You're still in the losers bracket, so do not count yourself out. You still have a chance, and you're still winning something at the end of the day. So, with that being said, they're all supporting Frenzy. So, Frenzy, congratulations to you, bro. I'm gonna pick you. You're gonna go ahead and get the battle pass. So, congratulations. And with that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream. The streamer is not available, so the stream is going to continue on. But with that,
you guys can stay here and spam random comments because the streamer is away. So when he comes back, he'll obviously get the glory of reading the wonderful comments you've all sent here. So before we go, another shout out to all the people who've tuned in every day and made this wonderful league even more wonderful. And we hope that we learn from our mistakes and we make this league even better than before. So shout out to each and every one of you for tuning in every day. And that is all from my side and Duke's. So take care and Allah Hafiz.
this is the casters for PSNL, guys, signing off. Take care, Allah Hafiz.